So it can go either way within the clash, but with Sun Ce being paired with the Jing...
To find the right pickoffs, because again, All Gamers Global, very, very squishy.
Yes, a very aggressive early game lead here from Ag.Hk, taking down mythological for the first blood. Nobody on his team was there to help him. They was like, yo, bro, you're kind of on your own with this one. We're kind of...
And I mean, he already has an advantage with the levels and gold. He's going to have a much more difficult game for All Gamers Global.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing here that we're seeing right now is that All Gamers Global are doing exactly the same thing that VKS were doing when they had the whole Yi pick, is focus that Tyrant, because again, additional damage, Chain Lightning could be crucial for them. There we go, they get it, but that is a fantastic engage from Sun Ce, taking down Qing Ling in the team fight. That is a 1-1 trade. Tempest does fall, but so troublesome going into the next few team fights. Mithy was just there to get a little bit of insight there, potentially baiting the Dolia, but oh, Gan and Mo getting the kill onto Lived in the mid lane, and it doesn't look like they're done just yet.
On any sort of kills right now, and again, they're just like fishing for information. They're really behind and they're kind of struggling. It's getting to the point where they're slowly getting choked out by loops.
Yeah, they definitely seem to be funneling them in many other aspects. They do steal the blue buff on the side of AG Global, but okay, AG Global getting the kill on Zia there. We saw an overextended Ali and a huge mirror dimension from the Jing there. It's coming through, but it wasn't actually going to pause or play anything into it. They are opening up the mid lane. Oh, Hola, here. Before it even happens, they preempted it. They know that that was going to be their focus, but also another focus for All Gamers Global is going to be that another Tyrant, the Shadow Tyrant. But is Mithy going to be able to steal it? He's already there. He's waiting within the grasp. Oh, AG Global steal it with the Winters coming, but that is not all. It's a 1-1 trade so far between the two teams. Zero going in with a double kill as well. That is a 5-2 trade for Loop Esports. Zero getting a triple kill on the Ollie. Oh, the team fights better, like I was saying, picking off those damage dealers, like the Ali, like the Ganmo, like the Jing, and then all they've got to really deal with is the Sun Ce. So if they don't take too much casualties in the first part of the team fight, then you're right, they probably could take the next team fight. The Burning Arrow comes through, lands onto the Ag.Hk. Winter is coming, comes through to the Ganmo. Ganmo looking pretty low. The Couple's Blade comes through, but no, mythological is able to pick up Ganmo. Pushing away is Ag.Hk. They need to breathe, get some breathing space on the side of Loop Esports, and Ag.Hk is the hero to create these high damage heroes like the Ali, like the Ganmo. The Blazing Sun Harrow was completely mitigated there thanks to the Maple Dance of the Ali.
Oh, from the backside. Oh, they found Zaiz, they picked him off, and they're going to continue on, and that just might have ended it with right there with Loops taking the ambush. They're going for King Lin, but Kank is actually down. He's been sniped down. mythological gets a little bit low, and it looks like just Kank. It's good on timers were very close for Zaiz. He was going to be back, and you don't want to take any sort of fight where he's there and just kind of picking people off. So Loops not able to really capitalize on that small advantage they got, and this net worth lead is starting to dwindle. It looks like they're going to take a free Tyrant here. They'll take this one off. mythological will ensure he gets this, and they're going to continue with the Unbridled Outburst.
Great damage coming through for the Ho Yi, but Snow is down. Sun Ce has just met his maker thanks to Ho Yi having that Shadow Tyrant damage buff as well. mythological and Qing Ling are into the front line. Mithy taking so much damage from Zaze. That is such crazy damage coming through the Ho Yi. Ali was able to taunt him a little bit there, being able to recall with the life step, but they have to watch out, and we are seeing that Lived is a crucial, like the Tempest Dragon right now, because I feel if either of these teams get the Tempest, it's a little bit of a game over, or just sort of trying to mitigate anything wrong there. But there they are, they're in the pit. Are they able to get it? Oh, who gets it? Who gets it? They do. Ag.Hk gets it, and Zeri is at the back of the team fight, getting another triple kill. He is popping off on the Ali pick in game one against AG Global, looking to push these lanes, both in the farm, both in the mid lane, to finish game one, while Sun Ce and Mayin are just having a little bit of a dance in the mid lane. But it is going to be game over, Hauler, unfortunately. Loops get in game one from All Gamers Global.
I mean, Jerry just dove on them. It was 1 versus 3, but he was able to just outmaneuver them. And then if, basically can Lady Soon and the Princess Frost just kind of do damage from afar.
And claiming your own first blue buff, that is a little bit of a disrespect, a little bit of a violation, we would say in the UK. But again, there's not really much showing here on the side for All Gamers Global just yet. They had a little bit of a steed in the early game. Quingling might be getting picked off here. Yes, first blood going over to Tempest. So Mayeen kicking about.
Taking this out, they've taken the bottom T2 that you talked about earlier, but now Loops, what else can they do? They're putting pressure on this mid T1 now.
Yeah, this is the thing of the Fang, but think about that in a moment. The Mayeen dives a little bit too far into the enemy's back line. Is building those magic damage items, which Luna is one of the few magic damage heroes in the jungle. But speaking of heroes and being in the jungle, there seems to be a bit of a clash. ABH going for Zaze to make sure he doesn't get any late team fight damage. But we also have Snow to the back of the team fight, but it's a 3v1. Liv just doesn't know how to get in, but still being strangled at the back. There is Myosotis is being able to soak so much damage, but it is going to be a inevitable death for Global currently have on the board is when Tempest just flew a little bit too close to the sun.
Too close to the sun, and unfortunately you're gonna sometimes it doesn't go well, but unfortunately this is going to be another Overlord going the way of Loops right now. Again, just building on that lead, understanding how to play this game strategically and objective based. It's been very difficult for AG to find anything. Look at them, they're all 5 of them are grouped together, holding hands, singing Kumbaya, but they're not getting any farm. It's a very difficult game for all gamers globally.
Yeah, this is what the kind of slow burning game does to you, is the fact that Loops has taken all of their lifelines off of the table other than the higher ground turrets, so you have no ropes to bounce back off when you are AG Global right now. You're kind of trying to fight on that back foot, which isn't a nice position to be in, especially when you're already down 1-0 on the overall score of this match. But there we go, Luda going into the back to try and taunt the back line of AG Global. Tempest is like, no, you can take the lead as we try and take the higher ground turret. Not able to close it, however, but doing a lot of damage to that higher ground turret as the Vanguards rock around.
It looks like they're going to actually get enough just space in that mid lane to kind of push the bottom lane, if that makes sense. Putting pressure in one place where you kind of attract attention now that they have to react to what they're doing, which is the bottom, and it looks like they're going to take the mid T3 as well. And again, Loops being very, very surgical with their attack.
Yes, a very precise. If I was not doing much damage to it because of no minion waves in the clearing from AG Global earlier on, was able to sort of mitigate the damage of the higher ground turret, or the acquisition of the higher ground turret from Loops Esports. But again, puts him in a very tricky situation. Mithy is low. He has to recall just so he can get that health back, it seems. Oh, he's not gone back. He's just pretending to recall. How dare you, you cheeky boy. But Myosotis is on the run. Okay, ABH and Tempest trying to catch out the Dune so that the rest of the team fight becomes super duper easy. The death on Sunset coming through. Oh, the flash from Lady Chen keeping her alive in that whole interaction. But no, there is another death on Sunset. There is 2 suns on the universe of the Gorge, but it has now been sunsetted by ABH.
Oh my gosh, Kank with the outplay, that flash, dodging the death at sunset, and of course the shields were on point as well, and again, just turned it around, and Loops are starting to feel it. They're playing well as a team, they're understanding the limits, and it looks like they're going to go in.
Looks like they are looking to finish here with the minions in the mid lane and the farm lane, and only Zaze to protect the day, and it is game 2, so another 2-0 hauler in the group stage day 4 for Loop Esports. I mean, that's not filling me with much confidence going into this next